You're serving, mama. If you have logged online at least once in the past, couple years, you have probably seen lingo such as, you're serving, mama, or you're serving, baby, or, ooh, you are serving, which, if you've ever said that in front of your mom or your grandmother, oh my God, I bet you have seen the closest they've been to a heart attack. I remember the first time I said that in front of my mother, she was like, excuse your mouth? Like, girl, she was like, wait a damn minute. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. Like, it's been like, it's like reclaim where it's like, it's a compliment now. She's like, never in my years was that a compliment. Well, here we are, right? This idea of serving, I'm getting older. It's no secret to anybody, right? And I've been looking through my old photos on Facebook. Girl, I am so anti-Facebook, it's like actually insane. Like, going on there makes my brain like actually flip upside down. But every now and then, you'll log in. You got to go check what your dad posted or whatever the hell, like your aunts, your nieces, your nephews. You got to go check, what's everybody saying, whatever the fuck. And then the other thing is, if you're from a small town like me, you join the pages, right? If you join like your neighborhood page, it'll be like, what was that sound? Like, I don't know. Like, what the fuck? I'm literally like 1,000 miles away. What was the sound? And the comments be like, fireworks. Damn kids keep shooting off fireworks. And it's like, oh, well, it sounded a little loud to be a firework. I also heard a scream, so I figured it was crime. It's like, okay, girl. Like, what the hell does Sue Allen need to be talking about, the fucking neighborhood watchdog? Like, girl, it's like literally giving Paw Patrol every day. But anyway, when you log on Facebook, every now and then you're greeted by Body Dysmorphia 101, which is, you have a new memory. All right, let's check it out. And I'll pop open and it'll be like, here you are, 7 years ago today. So, I'm 25, right? My Adele year. And when I look at, girl, every year's felt like my fucking Adele year, but girl, this year really been the Adele year. But when you look back at these years, I graduated high school in 2018. So we're talking that 2016, 2017, 2015, everything is blue. And the only way for those of y'all that are video listeners and not audio, can you just watch this section if you're going to watch the video? Everything feels like this. From that period. Everything was... Are y'all feeling me on that? Like, everything had that mode. Musicians, live performances, models. When Kylie dropped that fucking lip kit, everything got King Kylie. Girl, King Kylie. She wasn't just posting a Snapchat picture, honey. She was releasing the blue hair, and it was locked the fuck in. The other thing that people locked the fuck in about is when they would show half their face. Girl, it would be like this, right? And then everything had that stiffness, right? It's like that one really famous statue, really famous, but I don't know the damn name, where he's like, girl, everything had to be locked the fuck in. And I just looked at my Facebook memories and I'm like, I had a moment. Every single group photo I took with my friends, we all felt the need to be like, girl, it was like high school graduation, fucking prom, like fucking stiff. And I think looking at that, where I'm kind of grown up a little bit since then, and like I'm not so like, oh, we're serving, mama. I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? It's like the dog filter. Ironically, I think the dog filter has kind of like spun back where like now it's kind of iconic again. Like, I'm sorry, I live for the dog filter. I think it's hilarious to send it, it's like, you on your way over? And it's like me as a puppy dog. It's like, girl, we hanging out with Paw Patrol tonight. Like, there's Paw Patrol counter 2. If you're keeping a tally, we're gonna put a little tally graphic in the corner, I feel like. It's like we're at 2 now. But when I look back at those things now, I'm just kind of embarrassed. And also, I had that really weird moment where I was like, girl, if I have grandkids, they're gonna be like, Grandpa, what'd you look like in high school? Oh, nothing. Fucking dog filter, fucking. And you know the sound the tongue makes? Like, Girl, that's gonna give, like, girl, every video of me, tongue stick out, fucking half face, fucking, girl, breathe, girl, breathe. So, there are nights now, not then now, that I'll try to serve. And I mean try to serve. I'm talking beat the hell out of my face, really put some work on my outfit. Girl, maybe I don't get cheese when I get my Chipotle burrito, right? Maybe I try and like watch my figure a little bit, whatever, figure 8. Like, girl, I try to watch my figure a little bit, right? There are nights that I try to serve. I'm not a big photo taker, unfortunately. I'm kind of an autistic photo taker in the sense that I take pictures of like architecture and like the sunset when I go out. Like, I love, like, I'm like, oh, how that bush looks like on the fucking building. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, the vines, how lovely. Like, that's how I take photos. Like, I take photos to my like niche, hyper focused like interests. Not as much like I'm serving. Like, I'm not that girl personally. But if people try to take a photo with me in any capacity, I'm almost the exact opposite effect now. I usually do this. Sorry. Hate on a girl that likes to be whimsical and have fun, okay? Hate on me. I like to do this, or I kind of will do this, or I'll be like this. Shut my eyes. Then I know I'm not looking cross-eyed or looking like blinky or anything weird, like, you know what I mean? When they get the flash, you're like this or whatever. If you're an audio listener, you are like, shut the fuck up right now. But like the video, y'all having a key on the video. Because I'm like, girl, I was supposed to be in the video. But like, but I will almost do the exact opposite effect where I really just hate like every photo of me from when I'm younger because I'm trying so fucking hard. I'm like, girl, this was your time to dig in the dirt and eat gummy worms and you're over here. Like, it almost should have been the opposite, right? But now that I get older, when it's time to take photos and when it's time to like really lock in, I'm like, I want this era or like this photo to like embody like how I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling happy. In high school and like all these things, like maybe I wasn't always feeling the happiest, but like every photo, it's like I'm feeling like I need to serve puss. I'm like, girl, what the fuck are we doing? So today I want to talk about this concept of like serving. And the idea, I don't really know how to like structure this like a Harvard professor, but like I'm just going to say the words that come to mind. I think of like Tate McRae, right? I think of like Tate McRae, and then I think of somebody like Beyonce. Now, don't even do me. If you are typing a comment right now, delete the damn comment because I swear to God, there's a reason I mentioned those two names, okay? I am a Beyonce fan through and through. I'm seeing Beyonce's concert. Like, I've seen her fucking 7 times in concert. I love that woman. But the thing is, like, Beyonce's a perfectionist. Beyonce's a hard worker. Beyonce serves. And when she gets out, she poses a certain way. She hits the light a certain way. She angles her face a certain way. She is serving on all accounts, right? But you can tell she's having fun. You can tell she's there to be excellent. With somebody like Tate McRae, she's serving. I'm not even going to do her. She's serving. But Tate McRae, I don't see her having a spark in her eyes or like a childlike wonder or this idea. Girl, I am really gay because here I am talking about damn Tate McRae. She don't have a childlike wonder in her eyes. But girl, hear me out, right? You hearing me? Tate will get on stage and she hits that. Yeah, you hit in the same pose that Beyonce hit, but Beyonce hits it like, y'all having a good night? Because it's just her. That is Tate, but Tate does it in a way that I'm like, baby, we'll still love you. Like, maybe we won't, though. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe people love her because she's so rigid and hits the beats and boom, 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 boom. Like, maybe, like, she feels like she has to serve face. She feels like there was a video of Sydney Sweeney at the Met Gala. I'm sure y'all just saw that, the one that just happened. And Sydney Sweeney was walking and her gay intern tells her, she go, remember to serve face when you walk out there.
Don't forget to serve face when you walk out.
Sydney Sweeney's fucking gorgeous. Sydney Sweeney gorgeous in the morning. Sydney Sweeney gorgeous at night. Sydney Sweeney gorgeous in Glen Powell movie. Sydney Sweeney gorgeous in Euphoria, honey. She wore that farm dress. She gorgeous. But Sydney Sweeney felt the need when the gay intern shouted, remember to serve, honey, serve face. She goes, So what the hell are we doing? Because it's like she was gorgeous and is gorgeous, but she felt the need to put on the serve. The Serve is like Jim Carrey, The Mask. One of the best movies of all time. Side note, I fucking love that movie. It's like Jim Carrey's The Mask. Like you put that shit on, and then you fucking like, you start putting on that face, and you start posing a certain way and walking a certain way, and it's like, do I feel like I'm serving right now, or do I feel like you think I'm serving? That's the thing. When I feel like I'm serving, it looks a completely different way. I just served that sneeze. I know that. I just served Benadryl. Damn. Did you say bless you in the comments? That's the question. No, but when I feel like I'm serving, it looks a different way than when I know other people will tell me you're serving. When other people tell me I'm serving, I swear to God, I hate the outfit. That always fucking happens. Or the day that I'm like, damn, my hair looks like shit. Somebody's like, oh, love your hairdo. You do? Like, girl, I don't. Like, you do, I don't. Because it's like something about like, serve is in the eye of the beholder, apparently. That's what we feel, right? But it's like, no, it's like really, it's like the court of opinion. And I think Sydney Sweeney, like putting on the serve face really just made me realize like it affects everybody. Some of us have to serve for survival. Like some of us literally feel like we have to put on the serve because we're going to look like a bug otherwise. And that's me doing like I do that. So then I know, like, yes, sure, it's like childlike or whatever. Like, I don't give a shit. But I know the photo's going to turn out cute. If I am posing just like, I'll look at the photo and I look like the Wolf Man. Like, oh, I look like Dracula. Where I'm like, okay, I thought I looked really good, but then like somebody altered this. That's AI. Like somebody altered this image. You know what I mean? Like it's like crazy because when I'm just at a casual, like that's just about like photogenic or like, what's it called? Where like your face like is like equal parts or, where your face is like equal parts or whatever. Like I'm definitely not that. Like, and that's okay. Like I got, you heard of Wonder Bread, girl. I got Wonder Eyes. Like, girl, my eye up here, eye down here, lip over here, lip down here, nostrils crooked, girl. Everything on my face looks like a damn Just Dance board at times, especially when I wake up. But I feel like to serve, we've really just oversaturated the shit out of that word. To the point now that I hate for us to regard something as a serve, it has to almost be lacking soul. That's why when I see, there is a picture of Paul Mescal in short shorts. Girl, everybody in here just called me the F word. That's crazy. I just felt it in the sound. Like, y'all just felt it. I felt it. So that's crazy. Should we just end? But he's in short shorts and he has like a crop hoodie. We're getting warmer, right? And he has a ball cap on. That is not a serve. It is a serve on him, but like in theory, like short shorts, a little hoodie and like a hat, like is really just like a casual outfit, right? And he's holding a sweet green bag. That photo is a serve. When Addison Rae walks around and she's in a little Victoria's Secret underwear and a baggy t-shirt, and the t-shirt says like pop, you're not cool if you hate pop music, or like hating pop music doesn't make you interesting. Those things were picked out and those things were put together for a reason, but she's not doing this. She's just walking around in sunglasses. Paul Mescal holding the sweet green bag and Addison Rae walking around. There was a TikTok I saw that I'll have to like put it somewhere on here. There's a TikTok and it's like them like compiled, and it made me think of something where I was like, to me, that hits me like this. Like, it hits me like a serve. If my candle would have just fell down and burnt the whole apartment down, you know what? God bless it. At least I went out good. But it's like, that hit me like a serve, right? In a way that, yes, Tate McRae got me excited and she had that adrenaline out, but I'm like, I want to see Tate's like, girl, what's the drink you get at 7-Eleven? Like, what's the soda you get? What's the bracelet that you had when you were a child? What's your favorite pair of socks and how do you hike them up? Are you a low cut girly or are you to the knee girly? That to me is like, damn, like you serving and you're embodying something that's like true. You're not giving this like pouty shit. And one of the best examples I have seen lately is Charli XCX. Girl, listen, I don't want to hear it because I have loved Charli XCX since the jump. I have listened to her in the damn computer lab. That has been my girl since the very beginning, right? When she tries to serve, she does choreo, she does these things, she has backup dancers, she has a set design, she has all these things, and it's like, it feels like she's trying to serve for what we think we want from her, right? When she just did Brat, this girl is walking out, no exaggeration, with a glass of wine, a ripped up tank top, a pair of heels, and a pair of sunglasses, hungover, probably a couple spritz of really expensive ass perfume on. And she's like, I'm not gonna jump right now. You're gonna fucking jump. She's not. And we, as an audience, if you went to anything of the Brat era this past year, you know it impacted you in a way that I have never experienced at her concerts. And I have loved that woman. I have lived and loved that woman. And I have been proud of her every step of the way because she was finding her artistry. To find her find the serve in her own organic way has been so exciting because I've never seen anybody else throw a performance the way she just did. I've never been to a show like that. And that's the thing. Like, I am from the house of Beyonce. Like, honey, I am from the house of Carter. Like, I have always rode for that woman. And that is my Michael Jackson, honey. Like, Beyonce has always been that person for me. But when we talk about Charli XCX, I can confidently say I've never been to a show like that in my life. Ever. And she did everything and nothing at the same time. There were times that she crawled around on the floor. There were times that she screamed in the mic. There were times that the auto-tune was up. There was times that she was singing like, girl, it was a fucking power ballad. Everything is romantic. Literally felt like she was performing at a chapel service. And then 2 seconds later, she's doing Want to Guess the Color of My Underwear, and she's crawling on the damn floor, spitting on the damn runway. I'm like, to see someone come into their serve is a true serve. That, none of those words in the Bible, right? But this concept of serving having to equal like brick, stale, facade, stoic, posed, almost like cold, nonchalant, trying to be like, this is me, not letting us see the effort behind what was doing. I walked out perfect. There is a time and place for that. I hate to loop everything back to AI. I feel so tired, but like, girl, we are approaching a thing where it's like, I'm going to want to know you did that yourself. I'm going to want to know there's some imperfection behind this. I'm going to want to know that you put in your hours at rehearsal. Like, and I want to know that you believe in what you're doing. And like, yes, we're talking about pop stars at a grand scale because I feel like it does set the culture and it does like remind us like what the trends are out there. But like at the same time, like, you know who really embodies this? Alex Consani. Alex Consani has a way about her that she totally understands nuance. She totally understands how to tell a joke. She understands what's funny. She understands us. She understands her. She knows herself. She plays the industry in the smartest fucking way because she puts that serve on when she needs to, right? And beautiful. She is fucking gorgeous. She puts the serve on, but the second she's backstage, she's like, what is selling me and what is selling this fucking whole thing is because you're putting me on the hot mic backstage right after I just served. She's like, oh, I'll serve real quick. But right when I'm backstage, I'm going to go right back to being who I am. That's so fucking cool to me. Like, that is so cool that I just did a red carpet a couple weeks ago. And honey, I put that serve on. I put that serve on. And but the whole night I was whimsical. I was trying to connect with people. I was really being myself. I wasn't walking around saying the only key to success in here and the only key to like me having a good night is if everybody thinks I'm serving all the time. I'm not. I look like a fucking horrendous hyena in the morning. Like, girl, I look like the Tasmanian devil about 23 out of 24 hours a day. But that one picture or that one moment that I serve, it doesn't mean as much to me anymore. It doesn't. I used to think that was the proof. That was the proof of a good night. That was the proof of a good life. That was a proof of a good concert. That was a proof of all these things if I had a picture of me serving at it. You know that friend that if they don't get a good picture, then that ruins their whole night? That used to be me because I was like, it wasn't about everybody laughing or having a good time or, you know, even if I came home and I didn't take any pictures, I knew it was still a good night. It was, well, are we serving? And I think when you get detached from that, you start to get really like, ew. You know? Like, you're like, fucking ew. Whatever a serve is in your mind, I hope that you feel happy to do it and feel inspired to do it and feel like it's a good time. And I hope you don't feel like it's your only purpose or your only worth is this, I need to be this perfection marble fucking stone posed, perfectly filtered, face tuned, perfectly embodied, captured thing. I'm just telling you, even when you do that, your closest friends and family know that that's not you. They'll cheer for you, honey. I cheer when Alex goes down the runway, but I also love that I know when she goes backstage, she's going to have a root beer and she's going to like fart on the mic. Like, girl, that's what I love is like I can cheer for her serve because I know what her real serve is. For you, I hope you know that you're worth and like so much more to you. It's more than that fucking serve. If it makes you confident, God bless you. And that's amazing. It makes me confident too. I love to serve every now and then. But now I've realized it's not that fucking serious. Like, something is so beautiful about accepting, like, this is my sweatpant, go get coffee outfit. Girl, I'm hungover and I'm wearing sunglasses out in public. That video we were talking about Paul with the sweet green bag and Addison Rae, like, I love this idea of, like, girl, I've got BB cream and a little bit of chapstick on and I'm stepping out like I have a full mug on. Like, I've got 10 hours of makeup on. Like, girl, I'm walking out like I got nothing on. And what's crazy is I think you'll see, and I think you know, like those are the nights that you attract the most. And I think those are the nights that you feel the best about yourself are the nights that you just didn't give a fuck. Like, simply put, the opposite of serving is just not giving a fuck. And there's something empowering about that, right? To speak to childhood me in those Facebook memories and seeing these fucking posed cold ass photos, I hope I have just as much to show my grandkids of me just having a good ass time. Me asleep on the pavement, me with Taco Bell all over my ass, me with fucking drool hanging down my face, me with uneven eyebrows. Like, something about that. I mean, that's me. That's just as much me as the serve is, right? And I don't know, especially when we have such big digital footprints and such like a presence online. I think it's important to remember, like, the serve is truly just a glimpse, a temporary moment. Baby, serve me charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. Serve me authenticity. Serve me something that you're proud of, girl. And that's the best feeling. And I'm not checking Facebook no more. Like, girl, I'm not checking Facebook no more. Because that shit sent me into a spiral today. Because I was just like, damn, it's crazy to think how much I put an emphasis on everything being plucked, perfect, and pickled. Girl, if I'm a burp, I'm a burp. And someone's going to love me for it. Exactly. And if not, I'll love myself for it. But anyway, that was today's episode. I really haven't talked about this before. I just was like, you know, we all feel it. And I think that's why I wanted to talk about it. It was like just that feeling of like the pressure and the struggle of like, the fuck is this all about? Serving. So if y'all see me in Vinny Hacker's comments tomorrow talking about, you're serving, mama. Girl, just block me. Just block me because I'm a hypocrite. But anyway, all right. I love you. Has been a good episode. I will see y'all next week. Bye.